So let's talk about a really powerful idea. What if the best marketing tool for your dental practice isn't some complex digital campaign, but it's actually something you're already doing every single day? We're going to break down how amazing, consistent patient care can build a five-star reputation that pretty much does all the marketing for you.
Okay, so first up, let's dive into a problem that I'm sure a lot of you know all too well. It's that constant push and pull between being a healthcare provider and a business owner.
I mean, think about it. You're an expert in clinical care, right? That's why you went into dentistry in the first place. But the reality of running a practice today means you're also expected to be a full-blown marketer. You're trying to juggle the critical needs of your patients with this nonstop pressure to grow the business. And honestly, it can be totally overwhelming.
You're always hearing about SEO, social media, digital ads, and it just creates this nagging feeling that you're falling behind. It feels like you're in this endless race to attract new patients, and it's like you have to learn a whole other profession on top of the one you already have.
But hold on a second. Let's just pause that thought. What if we shifted our focus a little bit? Instead of looking outward at all these complicated, expensive marketing strategies, what if the real secret to sustainable growth is already right there in your clinic?
And this is really the heart of it all. The secret isn't some new campaign. It's perfecting the experience you give your patients. It's about turning every single interaction, every day, into your most powerful marketing asset. Because when patients truly trust you and feel valued, they become your biggest fans and your best promoters. Which brings us to the core concept of this whole thing, this idea of consistent care. This, right here, is the golden ticket to building a reputation that actually lasts. So, what do we actually mean by consistent care? Well, it's really built on three key pillars. First, standardized processes. This just means your whole team is on the same page, delivering the same high-quality experience every time. Second, personalized attention, so your patients feel like people, not just chart numbers. And third, attention to detail, which means nothing ever falls through the cracks. It's all about being reliably excellent. There's some really powerful psychology here. People crave reliability. Consistency takes away their anxiety. So when your patients know that every visit is going to be smooth, professional, and caring, it builds this incredible foundation of trust. And that trust, that's what leads to loyalty, word-of-mouth referrals, and those amazing five-star online reviews.
Okay, so that's the what and the why. Now let's get to the really good stuff, the how. We're going to walk through 5 concrete, actionable things you can start doing in your practice right away.
So here's our roadmap. We're going to cover empowering your team, streamlining every single patient interaction, personalizing their care, using technology to make it all happen smoothly, and finally, actively managing your online reputation. First up, your team. I mean, they are the face of your clinic, right? Let's take Dr. Sarah's clinic as an example. Her receptionist isn't just booking appointments, she's building relationships. Giving your staff consistent training and the power to solve problems on their own, that's absolutely critical for creating a great experience right from that first phone call. Next, you've got to look at every single interaction a patient has with your clinic, from beginning to end. A smooth, predictable journey tells them you respect their time. Think about Dr. John's clinic. They cut their no-show rate by 30% just by adding online booking and automated reminders. It's all about making every step feel totally effortless for the patient. All right, strategy number 3 is where you make patients feel really special. Standard processes shouldn't feel cold or robotic. For instance, Dr. Emily's clinic sends a simple, automated but personalized follow-up email after every single visit. It's a small touch, but wow, it shows you're paying attention and makes patients feel genuinely cared for. That's a huge driver for glowing online reviews. So, how do you pull all this off consistently without going crazy? Well, technology is your best friend here. A solid patient management system, like a Dentrix or a Curve Dental, lets you automate things like reminders and feedback surveys. After implementing Curve Dental, a dentist named Dr. Paul saw his patient retention and his clinic's review scores go way up, all because the system made sure nothing got missed.
And finally, let's talk about that digital storefront. You absolutely have to take control of your online reputation. That means making it easy for happy patients to leave reviews, maybe by sending them a direct link. But just as important, you have to respond to all of the reviews, especially the negative ones. A professional, thoughtful response shows everyone looking that you are committed to quality and you truly care. So, we've gone through the 5 strategies. Now let's see what this looks like when the rubber meets the road. I want to share a real-world case study that shows just how big of an impact this approach can have. Let me introduce you to Dr. Grace. Her clinic was struggling a bit with inconsistent feedback. You know the drill, some patients loved her, but others complained about long waits and confusing instructions. So she decided to go all in on the consistent care model. She started weekly staff training, brought in new scheduling software, and set up automated emails asking for reviews. And the result? It was incredible, a 25% increase in positive online reviews. Just think about that for a second. In only 6 months, with zero new ad spend, her clinic's public reputation completely transformed. That is the power of consistency. She didn't buy more ads, she just perfected the experience she was already providing. So how do you know if all this hard work is actually paying off? Well, you have to track the right things. Instead of just focusing on new leads, look at these core metrics: patient satisfaction, how many patients are coming back, where your referrals are coming from, and of course, your online reviews. These are the numbers that tell the real story of your clinic's health. Okay, let's bring this all home. We've talked about the problem, the solution, the action plan, and the results. Now, let's talk about what you can do next. If there's only one thing you take away from all this, I hope it's this. Building a 5-star reputation is not about marketing gimmicks. It is the direct result of delivering exceptional, reliable service day in and day out. When you focus inward on your team, your processes, and your patient care, you create a clinic that people absolutely love and just can't help but tell their friends about. And this is where it gets real. I want to leave you with a question, a little challenge. Don't try to overhaul everything all at once. Just pick one thing. What is one single patient interaction you can make a little bit better this week? Maybe it's tweaking your booking page. Maybe it's writing a better script for follow-up calls. Take that one small step today, because that is exactly how you start building a reputation that becomes your most powerful marketing engine.